today you guys have that deficit and you come out and you hold them to 38 in the second half. What was the message at halftime to kind of lead to that defensive surgence?
Man, the word of the day is energy, right? I really feel like it's contagious. I feel like in the first half we lacked energy, and that's fair. You play it back to back. You kind of you expect that as a coach, and you try to motivate your guys to bring it, but we didn't have it in the first half. So I feel like energy is contagious. So making the adjustment of playing Aaron Scott, I think he jolted us with some energy. Hayden Gray was phenomenal. 13 points, 10 rebounds, 5 steals. Impacted the game beyond his numbers, just the energy he brought.
Yeah, you talked about Hayden Gray there with the double-double points and assists and the 5 steals, which is a career high for him. Also 36 minutes. Just what were you seeing out of him in that second half that you knew you couldn't take him out?
Just his energy, right? It's contagious. So like whenever he's picking up the ball, whenever he's impacting the game with deflections, being able to Max Asmus, 3 for 13, holding him in check. He guarded him a lot. Sean East, he had a solid game, but I feel like those guys had 6 turnovers between them. They're point guards, and Hayden Gray had 5 steals, so he was a big factor in disrupting those guys.
Amari breaks his double-double streak, even though he was out
Oh,
a
man.
little bit in the first quarter. But
1
he does
rebound.
Tally 22 and 9. Just talk about him over this 4-game stretch.
Yeah.
What you've seen that's different from maybe the beginning of the year.
Yeah, his ability to dominate the game, right? A guy his size, he can go out there and just be good, right? But for him to make it in the NBA and have a solid career, he has to dominate in the G League. And he's been doing that, and as he continues to do that, I don't plan on seeing him here, too much longer. If he continues to dominate this level, the big club, they got no other choice but to bring him up.
You're reaching the half-point mark in your first year of coaching here. Is there anything specific that you've learned over this period of the tip-off tournament at the beginning of the regular season?
Yeah, how important a team is, how important it is to develop your bench. And our motto is team. And developing the bench is something that I hold to, a priority. When you have guys like Aaron Scott step up, you have guys like Hayden Gray, who's a rookie. Aaron Scott is a rookie. Stefan Todorovic is a rookie. Those guys are young guys. This is their first year playing, and they've stepped up. So whenever our two ways get called back up, they're ready to step up and play. So that's something that I've learned. I understand the importance of that. And as I move forward in my coaching career, developing the bench is a priority.
You guys are heading on the road for 2 weeks before you have another 5-game home stretch. What do you need to do on the road to continue the success, and how much are you going to miss having the energy of the Expo?
Just stay together, play together, right? That's the most important thing, because the way the season goes, the way games goes, is the ebbs and flows of it. And there's going to be times where you're playing phenomenal basketball, but then there's going to be times where you're not playing the best basketball. And that's why it's 48 minutes. That's why there's 4 quarters. Being able to, handle the lows and being able to handle the highs is something that we preach, something we talk about over and over again. So when we go on the road, that's important, right? Because we don't have the fans. So all we have is each other, and we have to stay together and play together as a team.